For years, I would think most of us have done traditional blocking, and they're worthless, at least the way they're taught. People teach them like you're going to block something like that. There's no way in God's green earth you have time to do something this big against someone who's throwing really quick at you. You just don't. So why do you do it? Why do we do the big motions? Believe it or not, these are really important. One of the most important things you can learn from this is rotation. When you do this, there should always be some rotation on your work. It's not like this, right? Like a board. It's not how it is. You want to learn, and the rotation just doesn't come from your arms. It comes from your whole body. Like you have to feel how your legs and your ankles and your spine twist into these so it's one motion together using your whole body. You don't want to use just your arms. It's kind of worthless. You want to use everything. Now, when we do this, why? Because you need the second hand. Another thing I find, especially people who practice and who are younger in this, they totally have no idea that they should be, every motion should be feeling their back hands. The back hand is as important as the front hand. When you get inside and you start using your work and you need that second hand, the way you learn to use two hands together is when you're doing work like this, is you're learning how both hands coordinate with the body. If he throws a punch, there's no way I'm going to get that up in time. It's just not. If you're going to use blocks realistically, they're very short, right? They're tight, they're very short, they're right to the point. They got to be tight. If you make a big motion with this, you're going to get cranked. But why do we do them? What happens is it's important as you get better with your work that you understand how you're using both hands together at the same time. Right? All these blocks, the way they're taught, outside, inside, lower, upper. The second hand is as important as the first one. Always. They're not. You have to understand the bigger motions are more for grappling. The smaller motions are more for striking. If he comes to me, just short, right? Everything is just short and right in. Because you don't have time to do. He's going to be all over you. Like, if I go like this, he's not going to stop. Here comes the next one. Here comes the next one. Right? It doesn't work well that way. If you're going to do such a thing, it's got to be short and inside, right to the point. Now, the other point is the rotations that I was talking about. Rotations are so important. If you're going to move someone, you don't want to muscle it, you want to rotate them. If I want to move him, if I pull like this, it's muscle, but if I rotate, see how like I just rotate him. If I'm like this, I don't want to pull, I want to rotate. See that? Watch my palm. See it? These rotations give you a ton of power. So all your blocking teaches you the fundamentals of how to rotate, how to use both hands at the same time, how to strike and use them together, right? And how to use everything in unison. So when you practice these, it's not enough to go like this. You should feel your whole body all the way down and feel how they connect. You should practice them big with two hands to learn how to do the grappling phase and the inside work. You should also practice them very short to understand how to work them very tight against someone who's coming at you like this when you don't have time to go, you don't. So start them very big, get the feel of the body, and then over time, shrink them a little bit and play. And you need to do this with a partner. Like he was being really nice to me and punching slow. But realistically, you should have gloves on and have people punch at you really quick. So that you understand really quickly that these big ones don't work.